Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, it's been a while since I recorded a video. I'm still getting used to all this and trying to figure out like what size memory card and all of that for my camera, but I am excited to get this video out to you guys. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to do makeup for hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes. If you're not sure what hooded eyes are, it is where this part of your eye right here kind of folds down on top of your mobile lid. So often if you wear makeup, your eyeshadow isn't visible at all, which is really super frustrating. But I kind of came to you guys and asked what video you'd like to see, and it was kind of an overwhelming hooded eye tutorial. I'm going to show you on one eye what to do, and on another eye what not to do, because I feel like that'll give you the best visual of really kind of what's going to be the best for opening up your eyes and making your makeup visible. So I've already done my base face, and I've done one of my eyebrows, and I'm not going to do my eyebrow on the other side because I want to show you how really having a well-kept eyebrow can make a difference for your eyes. You can already see that this eye looks more open and awake than this one. So we're going to jump in, and I am just going to show you what to do and what not to do. Okay guys, so the first thing that is a major no-no for hooded eyes is not using eye primer. When you have hooded eyes, because that folds down on itself, you definitely want to use an eye primer so that you don't get a ton of creasing. I actually just use my concealer as an eye primer, so that is already on my eye, and I did not put any on this eye, and you can already see that even just my foundation is kind of starting to crease a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have this little palette that I'm going to be using. It's just some colors that I threw together that I really like on my eyes, and the first thing I'm going to do is on my do eye, I'm going to show you how to start defining your crease and bringing it to the forefront a little bit more. So I've got my mirror down here, and so like I said, I'm still trying to figure this out. So I'm going to be looking in my mirror, but you guys should hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to see this. Okay, so I'm going to go in with just this medium brown color and a small pointed brush, and I am going to begin putting that just above my crease. Now, one thing when you have hooded eyes, you definitely want to do your makeup with your eyes open. So with my eyes open, I'm going to start right above my crease, and I'm going to pull it straight out. I'm not going to follow it down because that's going to make my eyes continue to look more droopy. So I'm just going to take this color and I'm going to bring it pretty much straight out and just kind of define so that you're going to be able to see my makeup. And it's still pretty subtle. And then once you have it straight out, you can bring it back down so you don't look like you just have some kind of weird wing. And then my hood is actually just on the outer corner of my eye. It's not so much on the inside. So as I move towards the inside of my eye, I'm actually going to bring it into the crease a little bit. Now once you have that kind of where you want it, you can go in and close your eye and blend it out a little bit better. So we have that color there on that side. Now I'm going to show you how to not do it on the other side. Often people who don't have hooded eyes, what they do is they take a bigger fluffy brush like this, and they're going to go in with their transition shade, and they're going to buff it right into their crease, all the way just back and forth, maybe in little circles, but they're just going to go back and forth. So we're going to do that. And part of the problem with this is, one, you're not bringing it up where it's visible, and two, you're starting to actually bring that darker color on your mobile lid, which is going to make it look smaller, and that's not what we want. So after we've gone in with that crease color, that transition color, we're going to go in with a color to just deepen it a little bit. I'm going to be using green. It's just one of my favorite colors right now. It's one of my favorite colors for brown eyes, my eyes personally. So I'm going to take this green and I'm going to start here in the corner, and I'm going to bring it up just a little bit, again above my crease, kind of on top of that transition color that we started with as a guideline. And then once it's there, I am going to take a fluffy brush with no color on it, and I'm just going to blend that out a little bit, but I'm going to make sure that I'm blending up and not down onto my mobile lid. So up and out. And it can, if you don't blend well enough, it will look kind of weird. to have this kind of ring of shadow here, but if you blend it really well, it's not going to look strange. Okay, so once we have that color really blended in, let's go and look at how people would do it when they don't have hooded eyes. They're gonna take their color that they wanna use and they're gonna kind of lay it all over their entire mobile lid. So I'm gonna take that green and we're just gonna pack it on here. And again, so far on my do eye, I've been doing everything with my eye open, and on my don't eye, we're doing it with my eyes closed, because when your eyes are closed, you can't really see where your hood falls. And so you really want to make sure and do it with your eyes open. Okay, so even just here, you can see this eye looks smaller, it looks more closed off. The hood is a little bit more obvious on top of my mobile lid, whereas here we've kind of faked and tricked the eye into thinking that I don't have as much of a hooded eye. Okay, so now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our light color, and I've just taken, it's just a light pink, and again, this is, you want to make sure that you're not using shimmers on hooded eyes. You can use shimmers on this part of your eye if you want, on your mobile lid, but you don't want to be using shimmers on your hood. Anything that uses shimmers is going to be reflecting light and bringing stuff into the forefront, and you definitely don't want to create an appearance where your brow bone looks bigger. So I'm not using any shimmers right now. I'm going to go in with just a light pastel pink, and I'm going to put that right on my mobile lid and into the corner of my eye a little bit. Having it inside the corner of my eye is going to help highlight and open up my eye a little bit more. So we have that look there. Then on the don't eye, I'm going to take this lighter color and I'm going to put it all over my hood, all the way from my mobile lid up to my brow bone. And while this isn't a horrible idea, the combination of the really dark color on your mobile lid is just going to bring my hooded eye forward and the mobile lid back, and we want to do the opposite, which is what we've done over here. I am going to take a tiny bit of that light pink and just use it to highlight right under the arch of my brow, but we don't want to bring it much lower onto the brow bone. Now we've got that, you can see already that my eyes look very drastically different. The next thing we're gonna do is eyeliner. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that if you have hooded eyes, you can't wear liquid eyeliner. You can, and I wear it every now and then. However, it is much easier to get the look you want with either a pencil or a powder liner. So I'm gonna go in just with a dark brown and a liner brush. I'm gonna get it wet a little bit so that it works more like a liner and less like a powder. And then we're just gonna take this darker brown in. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to use natural light and the sun moved and gave me weird shadows. So I'm back. We're gonna go in and do that liner. So again, I'm just using a really small liner brush, and I'm going to go in with that dark brown, and I'm just going to put it really super close to my lash line, and I'm not going to go all the way across. I am just going to bring it about halfway so that it's just lifting up my eye a little bit and not making it darker. Okay. So just a little bit, and that kind of helps lift that eye a little bit more. Now I'm also going to take a little bit of that color and bring it underneath on my bottom lash line, but again, I'm only going to go about halfway, which isn't really a hooded eye thing. It's because I also have small eyes, and if I go all the way across, it makes them appear smaller. So I'm just going to go in and kind of blend that and make it a little bit smudgy so it's not like a super dark line. Now on the other side, we're gonna go in with a liquid liner. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with liquid liner. I do use it at times. I love this liquid liner, but with hooded eyes, cat eyes and thick liner are really, really tricky. They're not like the easiest thing to do. So I'm gonna go in just like I didn't have hooded eyes, and I'm gonna do like a nice, close my eyes and do a nice winged liner on this side to show you what that looks like when you do have hooded eyes and then you open them. Okay, so obviously you can see I'm not great at this kind of wing liner. I literally never do it because it doesn't work for my eyes. But when I open my eyes, you can see that it gives this kind of weird, like my hood folds over on top of it, and it kind of drags my eye down and is just not the most attractive look. So I am gonna also bring that black liner all the way across my bottom lash line, just to show you how when you have small eyes, it can really close your eyes off. Here you can see that I've got this dark liner all the way around this eye, and it's really bringing more attention to my hood, and it's really kind of weighing down my eye, and it just looks heavy and it's not as flattering. So really this is kind of my preference. You can definitely go a little bit darker if you want. This is just kind of more of a daytime look. And then the last thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have great mascara. You can wear fake eyelashes. You just want to make sure that they're not too heavy. I personally am just going to put mascara on, and you do want to make sure and curl your lashes so that they're bringing your eyelid up a little bit. So I've curled my lashes, and now I'm going to go in with my mascara. And I am using a lengthening mascara so that I can really help those lashes stand out. I'm going to start out by kind of painting my lashes on instead of starting at the base, because I want to really add that volume and be precise about that. Now that I've gone in with that base coat of mascara just to lengthen my lashes, I am going to go in for more volume and really pull up from the lash line. That's going to help kind of tight line in my eye, in my lash line, and just create more of a lift to my eye overall. So I like to really pull up from my lashes. It feels a little weird at first, but once you get used to it, it really helps to add more volume and bring your whole eye look up. You need to get mascara on your eyelid like me, like I always do. Don't freak out, it's fine. And then I do like to go ahead and put a small coat on my bottom lashes. Okay. So now let's, while we're letting that little bit of mascara dry to wash it off, let's go in and do mascara on this side. There's not really a wrong way to do mascara, but we didn't curl these lashes, and I'm just gonna lay it on and not like worry about doing it in a way that will lift my eye at all. Okay guys, so that is it really. That is kind of the do's and don'ts of hooded eyes. Now, there's nothing wrong with wearing your makeup like this if you like this look. There are times that I want to do like a nice smoky eye, and I do kind of this heavy look. I generally just kind of bring it out a little bit more to make my hood look smaller. But I would never bash anyone if they want their makeup to look like this. Whatever you feel confident in is really, really what you should do. This, however, is what works for my eyes, to open them up, to fit in my face a little bit better, and this is just what I have learned about hooded eyes. I hope that that helps you. If you need help figuring out what colors to use or more specifics for your eye shape, feel free to leave me a comment or message me. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any ideas of what you'd like to see in the next video, please leave that in the comments below, and all of the products that were used will be listed below as well. Bye!